Wars were fought over this beer. Some didn't like it, some loved it.
Na zdrowie!
The Beer Geek Madness Festival. I got myself a glass.
Na zdrowie!
It's been my favourite beer, regardless of the festival. The best one I've had so far.
Na zdrowie!
There's like 120, 180 beers. I've got no idea how many beers there are. There's beers everywhere. You might think this city is called Wroclaw, but it actually is pronounced Wroclaw. At least I'm trying my best to say Wroclaw. Welcome to Wroclaw, Poland, a city bustling with history, stunning architecture, and a thriving beer culture. From a lively market square to the hidden pubs, there's so much to uncover here. I am the Wandering Englishman. Let's dive right into this exploration. First beer in Wroclaw, I'm drinking the Hackney Hot Butter. Let's twist it around. There we go.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Oh my word, I went for the caramel bit. It's alright though. It's alright. Do you want to try this now?
I'm quite a picky eater, so if it's got like fish or something in it, I'll be very upset.
Do you want to take a guess what it is? I honestly don't know at this stage what it is.
It looks like sort of cheese and maybe nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells a bit garlicky.
What is it?
It's salty.
It's super salty. I can't tell if it's icing or lard or what is it?
I think because I don't know, I'm really wary of enjoying it. It's very salty.
It's not bad.
Yeah. I like the beer. I'm undecided about the mystery food.
I feel like a bloody Instagrammer now.
Yeah. So here we are at Spiz Brewery in Wrocław's Market Square. Interestingly, a lot of the beers brewed on site here in these kettles, directly to my right, are very German influenced, quite possibly because until 1945 we were in Germany. This was Breslau, I think.
Tell me about Poland. Your first action?
Looking at the beer list, you've just got loads of traditional German beers. Pils, Weiss beer, Marzen, so the beer served traditionally at Oktoberfest, Stark's beer, basically a strong Dunkel, and a Munich Dunkel itself. We had a Dunkel earlier, absolutely fantastic, bang on.
Thank God for German engineering.
Spitzbar in Wroclaw has been pulling pints since 1992. With this beautiful microbrewery on site, it cranks out fresh, unfiltered brews with a heavy nod to traditional German styles, like the Hackney Hot Punter just noted. The beer menu has that hearty German influence edge, from crisp lagers to rich malty darks, all crafted a few steps away from where you're sitting. The vibe itself is perfectly unpretentious, long wooden tables, a bit of clinking and clattering, a mix of locals and travellers who know they found something a little bit special. If you're after a taste of Wroclaw with a bit of an old school European charm, pint in Spiz is a must, and a good starting point for our journey. We went with skepticism to the first place, thinking it was going to be a little bit cheesy, but you know what, the beer was fantastic, the food was good. Recommend Spiz. It's not actually on many craft beer maps, but it was actually really, really good. They brew all the beer on site and highly recommend it, but onwards we will go. Wroclaw's famous bronze Knomes, or Krznel, are one of the reasons I love this city for its anti-communist spirit, if you can believe it. These little figures started as symbols of resistance in the 1980s, using humour to mock the communist regime. Now, there are hundreds of them scattered around all over the city, each with its own unique character, from beer drinkers to hard workers. They become a playful part in Wroclaw's identity, blending history with fun, reminding us of the city's rebellious spirit and its anti-communist stance. I have to say I love it. Tonight was just a warm-up, just settling in as we arrived on the plane to Wroclaw today. So just a couple of bars before myself and the Hackney Hop Hunter hit the beer festival for tomorrow. Now if you'd like a greater insight into Wroclaw, I will be releasing more videos on Wroclaw at later dates. But for this video, we're going to be concentrating less on the culture, and there is a lot of culture to take in from Wroclaw, from the beautiful cathedrals to some of the most magnificent history you can possibly imagine. But in this video, we're going to be focusing in on the marvellous beer, amongst other things. It's been a while since I've had a Lviv Croissant. The last time was actually in Lviv, so I figured as we're in Poland, let's go and have some Lviv Croissants for breakfast. Good place to have coffee, I think. Let's go in. A good Lviv Croissant breakfast with coffees. Probably got croissant all over my chin. Very, very tasty. Always gives me memories of being back in Ukraine. I miss that place. But now, I'm gonna head to this place called Hala Drink. And we're going there. Why are we going there? Hackney Hopster. Hackney Hunter Hopster. No, Hackney Hopster.
Hunter.
Can I say it again?
Hackney Hop Hunter.
Hackney Hop Hunter. There we go. Write that down. Put it into your Instagram.
Do you mean just Instagram or all my social?
All of them. And it's almost midday.
It's almost midday.
And we've got a beer festival today at 6 p.m. So what better time to hit the bottle shop? 6 hours before the beer festival starts.
We've had 2 coffees, we're ready.
We are set. So far, a little adventure into this town. We've experienced some very interesting beer places last night. I was a little bit lacking in energy, but I'm all set for today.
Eddie's getting old for this game.
Let's see what games await us. I'm no expert, but with decades of experience in beer consumption across various pubs and bottle shops around the world, I can say that Drink Hala in Wroclaw is one of the most exceptional beer shops I've ever encountered. The sheer range of beers, from local Polish brews to global craft selections, is outstanding. Now, the culture of bottle shops has a rich history across Europe, North America and beyond. These establishments have evolved from simple corner stores to dedicated spaces where beer lovers can explore, sample and connect with brews from every corner of the globe. In Poland, beer culture runs deep, and places like Drink Hala represent a growing movement towards craft brewing and beer appreciation. Poland's beer scene has rapidly expanded over the past decade, and Drink Hala is at the very heart of it, a haven for people seeking unique brews in an environment that truly does celebrate the craft. And it really truly is a joy to just simply walk around. And even though I simply picked one beer off the shelf because I had a beer festival to go to, it was a joyful experience, and I really mean that. I really do hope I get a chance to come back to Beer Hala, because there's a lot more beers ready to be sampled. Next time, I'm spending a lot longer here. So we went in thinking that we might be able to sit down and have a beer inside, or maybe even a beer outside like they do in Berlin. But here, no, we had to buy beer. I got myself a Nepo Viking Malt Holy Golden Viking Micro IPA. And Nicky C, what did you get?
I went for the same brewery, the Nepo, and I've gone for Like Forest Hazy APA.
There we go.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to be like bums, and we're going to go to the nearest park, sit on a bench and enjoy this. It is Polish, this isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a Polish beer. Warm up before our beer festival. It turns out public drinking in parks is actually illegal, but we did not genuinely know this at the time of filming this. Genuinely did not know, so here we are. It's a warm-up to the beer festival that we're going to today. It's called Beer Geek Madness, and it is on the edge of Wroclaw, well, to the east side of Wroclaw, but obviously today's warm-up involves this little beer, Nepo Brewing. Now, I use an app called Untapped to review my beers. Now, I'm not always on there that much, but if you want to follow me on Untapped, so you can look me up as the Wandering Englishman. I think that's what I am. I think, or maybe I'm not. Maybe it's that. I'll put the link below. You might be disappointed with the number of beers I've reviewed there, but the Hackney Hop Hunter has reviewed almost 3,500, so he's probably more worth following. This I would only give 2.75 out of 5, but the Hackney Hop Hunter's beer, he's a big fan of it. It's one of the pleasures of buying a beer from a bottle shop and then taking it to the local park, trying not to look like a bum, and warming up for the beer festival. Are you impressed?
Oh.
Let me twist it on you.
Yeah, I'm super impressed with this brewery. Never heard of them. Nepo, I guess that's how you pronounce it. I've got a Forest Hazy IPA, APA rather, like a forest. What's super cool is I couldn't put my finger on what weird flavour was coming out of it. When they say like a forest, it's brewed with spruce tips, pine tips. It's like a banging spruce juice. It's got something to it. For me, 4 out of 5 for sure. Would have again, would drink more than one. Great stuff.
Myself and the Hackney Hop Hunter are not sponsored by Untapped in any way. We're not sponsored by any of these guys. We're simply recommending these apps simply because we enjoy these apps. Nothing more to it, nothing less to it. A reasonably fun way of remembering what you may have drunk on the odd occasion that you remember to put the beer into the app.
We're still trying to get used to this camera. This is the Osmo something. I can't quite remember the name of it, but the link is in the description if you're curious.
I'm trying to get the top of the church in while not blocking my face. As you can see, hopefully, with this, you'll notice that the burn marks at the top of the church. I'm going to do a little bit of investigation into the reason why looks like it's been burnt down, but this probably explains why the church was closed. Unfortunate. A lot of churches in Europe have been burning down in recent years. I hope this is not for the same reason. It looks potentially like it was lightning. We will find out soon. Onwards, we're going to head towards the cathedral. And Nick, you have a little bit of insight as I pan the camera to you. A little bit insight into a certain point in history in Wroclaw, but also concerning this cathedral we're heading to. But it's more linked to beer, isn't it?
Yeah, that it is. The great Wroclaw Beer War. So in 1380-ish, somewhere around then, the good townsfolk, or the rulers, the town council, I guess, had a monopoly, as you do, on brewing practices. Lovely little town called Srednica, a little bit outside of Wroclaw. Beer was produced there. Very good beer, but then also, if you will, contract brewed under the town hall here in Wroclaw. And in fact, that beer from 1380 whatnot is still available today, brewed under the town hall, and maybe we'll get to go there on this adventure. I do hope so. But back to the beer wars. Essentially, in the middle of the river in Wroclaw was a cathedral on an island, and this cathedral was exempt from the rules of the town's big monastic brewing traditions. They made their own beer there, banging beer. Some might say better than the Srednica beer. The local Wroclaw townfolk got a liking for this beer, and soon this beer was being distributed, sold in the city itself, no longer just on the island. Now, problem here, that the Greedy Towns council people were not best pleased that their monopoly on beer production, beer distribution, beer sales was being broken. So they went and had a word with the bishop. The bishop was like, nah, still going to make this beer, still going to sell it because people want to drink it. Town council are like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Have a think. They're like, got it, embargo. No goods coming in and out of the island. You can't get your butter, you can't get your milk, whatever else you needed in medieval times. The bishop is like, two can play that game. No goods for us, no mass for you. So essentially, they placed a religious embargo on mass church services on the people of Wroclaw. You might say big deal, maybe, maybe not. Massive big deal, considering at that time Poland was a very, very, very Catholic country. Still today about 80-70% Catholic. So back then, probably bang on near 100%. And you're depriving the people of mass, church service, absolution, last rites, all that stuff that's very important to them. So this is going on. No side is giving. Now, just to put it into a bit of context, Wroclaw at that point had recently joined the Bohemian Empire. It jumps around a bit. It's been German at times, it's been Polish, it's been Bohemian, it's been other. And the new king of Bohemia is like, well, I'm coming down to Wroclaw to, essentially show my face and receive tribute. Give me the goods. So he's like, look, Bishop, I understand there's this situation going on, but while I'm in town, it'd be nice to have some mass. It'd be very important, in fact. So could we just do like a slight break in the religious embargo? Bishop is like, hells no. Okay, so the king is like, well, this is very important, and I want this. So he's like, I'm telling on you. I'm telling the Pope. I'm going to do it. I've done it. So he tells the Pope, And the Pope sends his papal envoy down and is like, come on, mate, come on, Bishop. You've got to give the people the Mass. You might be making banging beer, but, you know, let's come to an agreement. So the Bishop does concede, unfortunately. And he's like, okay, just beer for my monks, my people on the island. None of the beer in the town. But the Bishop, he holds a grudge. He does. And about 40 years later, like around 1420-ish, suddenly some of these people, like high up people on the town's council that had been, you know, quite instrumental in keeping the beer embargo going, find themselves murdered in a town's council meeting, like 6 people, and not murdered in a particularly humane way. I mean, is any murder humane? But essentially, they were decapitated, had their heads whacked on pikes, tarred and feathered, and, you know, put somewhere prominent for everyone to see. Now, here's the kicker. The Bishop had pre-absolved the angry mob of beer lovers prior to this attack and murder. So, yeah, essentially, they got away with it scot-free, although there was still the beer. You could still only buy the city beer, the Shrednitsa beer, and hopefully, you know, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, we'll enjoy some of that Shrednitsa beer that's been brewed and distributed since 1380. But there's no beer embargoes going on now, so we're going to try a whole host of beers from all over Poland, on this island, from Warsaw, from Krakow, Funky Fluid, Elbrauer, Pinter, you name it, we're having it. So take that, townsfolk.
That is fantastic. Now, I love the fact that as we were walking, we were literally walking in the direction of the St. John Baptist Cathedral. It is right in front of us now. As soon as we can get over this wall, we should be there. But at the moment, it seems to be on sacred grounds. We can't get there. We're trying to find an entrance. As soon as we figure out how to get in, we'll have our first images of the cathedral that was so prominent in the beer wars.
Yeah.
Appreciate that story, Nick. That was a fantastic story.
You're very welcome.
Wroclaw feels like a blend of fairy tale charm and real modern energy. I have to say I was super surprised with the time I spent here. I extended my stay simply because I was really loving the city. So like I've said before, there will be more footage on Wroclaw to come. So click that subscribe button and you will probably see some really cultural things on Wroclaw in future videos. I can't get my content out fast enough, which is a shame. I choose not to pay editors in the Philippines, unlike some travel vloggers do on a regular basis, which is how they allow themselves to be able to travel everywhere and not slave over a computer while editing. But I have to say I really take pride in the editing process and I really enjoy it. Those that have been with me since the early days, and I'm now 600 videos in, I'd like to think I've improved slightly. You know, you tell me in the comments below. This is the beautiful Cathedral of St. John the Baptist. It will feature in a future video because it deserves its own video, but one thing that has to be done if you get to Wroclaw is head up to the top of this cathedral because you will get some magnificent views and it really gives you an all-encompassing understanding of the layout of the city. This is a city with so many bridges and waterways. You really need to get up high to appreciate this city and just to understand how it functions and just to also understand the beer war. But onwards, we have more to drink. Before we dive into more beer, I wanted to take Nikki C to one of my most favorite Ukrainian delicacies, the drunk cherry, which you can also find now in Wroclaw. Regular viewers will know I'm back in my old favourite, but this is my old favourite from a new city I've never been to before, and Pyjana Visna has spread like wildfire since the Ukrainians have been invaded by the Ruskies. Pyjana Viska, or the drunk cherry, as the Anglosphere will say drunk cherry because it's very difficult saying that. Pyjana Visna. Drunk cherry, basically. I've brought, obviously, Nikki C to sample the delights of
the drunk cherry.
Drunk cherry. This first time for you?
First time for me.
Well, enjoy.
We'll do.
Nostrovia? Nostrovika?
Yes.
Which apparently that's meant, but in Ukrainian you say budmo. Budmo.
Udmo.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's very cherry. It's kind of like a sort of a bit port-esque.
I'm sorry about my camera going wild. It's focusing on my face. And stuff. Look at over here.
Yeah, it's not as cherry as say like a Kirsch or something, but it's like a dark cherry, bit vinous, porty, tasty.
I mean, the irony is that we could be in Lviv Square, right in the centre. Notice this. Look at this. We're standing right outside. How is that not identical to Lviv? It's just another posed city, but it's a beautiful posed city.
What is your app? Yeah, camera. What do you want to say? Do you want to say, hey, how you doing? Hey, take care, man. Take care.
Before any beer festival or wine festival for that matter, make sure you line your stomach with solid food. My recommendation is have a steak. It really helps soak up the alcohol, because if you don't eat anything before a beer festival, you're gonna have a bad time. My advice is steak. It really works a treat because it absorbs a lot of alcohol and it enables you just to have a better time, and the next day you're not going to be feeling too worse for wear. What I really liked about this beer festival, it's on the outskirts of the city, pretty damn easy to get to. It looks like an old industrial site, factories, you can see the train lines flowing into the factory where they used to take the goods out from, but a really, really top-notch festival, which I think you'll see in a moment.
So we just entered the Beer Geek Madness Festival. I got myself a glass. Now we're going to head into the festival and have our first tasters. Even though we're about 8 pints in, we're going to give it a go.
Take it.
The secret to a beer festival is you go steady, you avoid the ones with the queues, even though they're the ones that are the most popular. You just go, yeah, I'll have a little bit of sample. If you want to clean your glass out,
Madness!
if you want to clean your glass out, there's places to clean your glass out. But the secret is you just have a good time and you enjoy the banter. But I can't recommend them enough. First beer, let's go. Let's do it, let's do it.
Where do you want to go? The bourbon stout sounds amazing, but might be a bit dangerous. This one sounds amazing.
I'm going to go for a black IPA. Okay.
I don't know the names because the names are very crazy, but we have pizza with...
Fantastic, thank you. There we go.
I
Cheers.
have the same. Yeah. I want this one, but maybe later.
like that, or I have
For the
7 o'clock.
no, the
bourbon black IPA.
Lovely, thank you so much.
we have also
Thank you very much. How do you say cheers in Polish? Is it nazdrowie?
Nazdrowie.
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 Nazdrowie. Thank you. Thank you very much. Nazdrowie. Thank you.
Welcome to the festival in Wrocław and na zdrowie.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. What's the secret to a good beer festival?
What can I say? Good beer, I assume. Yeah, good beer is, of course, all time the secret of this such a festival. Yeah.
That's it. That was it. It was a very basic question.
So it's a basic answer.
Na zdrowie.
Nazdrowie. Cheers for you. Thank you. This is a canning machine, yes?
Yeah, this is our check weigher, so it weighs all the cans and it checks if it's filled to the right amount. And when it's underfilled,
Witajcie we Wrocławiu. Cześć!
Cheers. Ah, perfect. There we go. There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you. Pleasure. Thank you.
Hello, mate. Can I have the smoothie bowl?
yeah, so.
I tried your forest beer earlier with the spruce tips and the pine. Wow, it's been my favourite beer, regardless of the festival. The best one I've had so far. I mean, I'm sure this will be better, but that one fucking wicked. Thanks, lads.
So what's this one like?
I haven't even tried it. Smoothie bowl, triple fruity rainbow.
50% of fruits.
It looks very fruity. It looks like orange juice.
It's kind of got like a sherbety zing to like. It's like it's just fruity and awesome. It's like
Is it?
Wow.
Let me taste.
Yeah.
Oh my word. If there's ever a healthy drink to drink at a beer festival, this one's fruit juice. 5%.
It's probably got everything you need at a beer festival.
That's a smoothie.
At like just 5%.
I'll take one of those.
Banging amounts of brewery. It's probably good for you. Maybe.
Question: what does Nepo mean? What does it mean?
Nepo, it's short of Nepomucen, which is a Saint John Nepomucen.
Saint what? What is that?
Saint John Nepomucen.
Oh, okay, Saint John the Baptist.
Yeah.
Saint John the Baptist.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's short of that. Yeah.
Ah, okay, Saint John the Nepo.
Yeah, we used to be called Nepomucen Brewery. Now it's only Nepo.
Nice. One question. What makes a good beer festival?
What makes a good beer festival? People. Good people. Yeah.
Oh, well, we better fuck off then.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. What I find amazing is the fact that people queue hysterically for one particular brewery. Today it seems to be a Japanese brewery. The next queue is a Japanese brewery with collaboration, and it's amazing that people are like, I got a queue. There's like 120, 180 beers. I've got no idea how many beers there are. There's beers everywhere, and there's loads that you don't have to queue for. But they need to queue for it. It's like almost queuing for iPhones. Pointless. Yeah. I'm gonna go for the blueberry kush, small. Yeah.
This one is small.
Well,
No, you go.
average size for you.
That's enough. It's a beer type, yeah.
This is small. But tell me, what is this beer about?
There is a gose, so it's pretty much a mineral beer, but with an add of blueberry and blackberry.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's quite sweet, but also a mineral beer.
So it's like
Not heavy, not a smoothie. It's a pure lime beer.
May I have the dipper?
It's really fresh.
It's
yeah.
fresh. It's
Yeah.
nice. It's very nice.
Cheers.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Cheers. We have a little fruity collaboration from where we go? Rockmill, Poland.
Rockmill, Poland.
At this stage, you start just picking random beers and going, I'll take some of that. I went for the fruity one.
I'm going for the dipper.
Dipper. Woodmore or Nazdrovia.
Nazdrovia.
Cheers. Let's try the double IPA.
From
Hala.
Hala.
Are you from Catalonia?
Yeah, I am from Catalonia.
What part of where?
Girona.
Girona. Okay, fantastic.
We are located in Girona.
It's really good, actually. Thank you for that.
Thank you, man.
Oh, honestly, appreciate that.
Cheers.
Cheers. Or as they say, hang on, I forget now. What is it?
Salud.
Salud. There we go. Salud. There we go. Cheers.
British Beer, Verdon, one of our best breweries that we've got in all of the country, and there isn't even a tiny queue. I could turn around and drink both of them. Even Sharks Need Water 2 is possibly the best West Coast IPA produced in Britain. Not a fucking queue. The other beer, I don't know what it is, but I bet it's banging because they're known for their hazy IPAs, their New England IPAs. I mean, me. Actually, there's a queue. It's the first time I've seen a queue. There's a genuine queue. 2 people.
Get involved. Get involved in the queue.
Getting amongst it.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Great. May I have some of the
Yes.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. Cheers.
What brings you to the festival?
Yeah, so we are in Dallas, Texas, like kind of the north part of Texas, which is a big state, but I have some family ties, some roots in Poland, and so my grandfather was actually a Jew during the Holocaust and was in the Warsaw Ghetto and moved to Wroclaw and worked at a brewery that used to be here called Piast. And so when we were invited here, we just knew we had to come out with the beers and be part of this day. It's really special.
Fantastic. And why should people drink your beer?
Our beer is inventive, it's exciting, it's always high quality. If it's not, we dump it, and we just have fun making it. We want you to have fun drinking it.
So, Nelson,
Savon, and Motueka, New Zealand hops.
New Zealand hops. All right. Hey man, how you doing?
I'm good yourself.
I'm thinking you're deeper.
Yeah, of course.
You've got like a glass washer.
I don't think that's pretty. It's other friends from.
You are a sophisticated person here.
Sorry?
You're the most sophisticated.
No, they are. They were kind enough to share it with us.
Very kind of them.
Well, okay. Thank you to the Belgian. The Belgians.
This is the New England IPA. Double IPA with a bit of Motueka and essence of hops.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
May I have the same, please?
Of course, yes.
You guys have come all the way over from Canada.
Exactly, Montreal, Canada, from the province of Quebec.
Oh, hence why it's in French.
Exactly.
It's all wild ales.
What is in this?
This one is barrel aged in bourbon barrels, so it's a bit higher in alcohol.
It looks lovely, like in the decanter. It's very pretty.
Yeah.
So it's all like wild ale, like mixed fermentation.
Yeah, we have like a base beer on different. Yeah, we have a house culture, and all the beers that we make are different blends of different barrels. So.
They love what you're saying so much. They're so excited. Perfect. So, and you're a French brewery or a Dutch brewery?
Dutch. Yeah.
Thank you. It's got like sort of Madeira, like, yeah. No,
At first I thought it's a bad mixture. I don't think it's good to mix bourbon and sour beers, but now I really like it.
It does have that, totally.
Is it good?
Wow, yeah. So, it's got some warmth of the bourbon kind of coming through, some lanolin from like the oak. Like, I mean, to me, it tastes like drinking Madeira, but like a beery Madeira, if you know what that fucking shit is. Like a boozy dessert wine, but like. Oh, I don't know if you can smell it, but fucking get it in your nose.
Let me say some. A bit more in there.
May I have some more? I'm going to share it.
Look at that. Oh, that's a lot of it. Let me
That's
say.
beautiful. That's beautiful, Al. Get it.
Say some. Oh, it's like a saison, isn't it? No, is that how you
Not
describe
to
it?
me, but to you. I don't know what the outside.
It's spicy. It's a spicy thing. I don't know how to describe it. It's rural, it's good. It's fucking good.
Something mad is happening there.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. How many years has this festival been going?
10 years.
10 years? This is 10 years. 10 years. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you soon. See you next year.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you'd like tickets to the Beer Geek Madness in Wroclaw, click on the link in my description and that will take you to the Polish Ticketmaster website where you can buy these tickets. I think the next festival is on in April 2025 and then every year after that. It has been going 10 years already, so it will be the 11th year in 2025.
It's a lot of beer to consume, but it's okay. I've drunk a few of your beers in Sofia, and they've been fantastic beers.
Thanks.
But what we have here, we got beef juice, but it's vegan, which I like the play on it.
Yeah,
And they're both 13%.
yeah, there's no animal products in the beef juice. But what it does, it makes it really beefy.
Is it? Is it?
Yes.
Beefy motherfucker.
No, beefy motherfucker.
Is this accessible to the average drinker, or is it just like, or is it
This is not for the normies.
No,
This is for the pros.
so is a special brew for tonight, or
There's only, this is a very small batch. There's only one barrel. Only one barrel.
You gotta have it.
It's not blended.
You gotta get it.
Put the coconut and the coffee inside the barrel. So it's very like.
There only one special barrel today?
yeah, that's it. It's gone.
It's quite interesting.
There's a reason. It's pretty fucking powerful.
Yeah. It's very...
He's in.
Is that it? Hello, how are you?
Okay. So it's kind of like a play, isn't it? Like, what did you have on? What did you have yesterday? Was it very different, or was it
Well, very different. Lighter beers.
lighter beers?
IPAs.
You came with
We
the.
had 2 sours. Yeah.
So when was this one made? This one.
This was closed. It was packaged in January,
Okay, you were like.
and it's been in barrel for 48 months.
48 months.
Yeah.
So you were like, well, how the fuck do we get rid of that? Just bring us.
No. You're like, when are we gonna unleash the fury?
Yeah.
When are we gonna let the rhythm hell? When are we gonna get them hammered?
Sorry. All right, fair enough.
Sweet.
Fair enough. The answer.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Which one?
I don't know.
That's disappointing. Hi. Can I get the Hala?
Wrocław is just to die for.
It's fantastic. It's super beautiful.
It's very modern, and Poland is not modern. And
No.
Wrocław-
It is. So this is your glass. Why do you prefer this to this one?
This one. It's perfect glass for testing beer and for
Where are you from? Are you
from Bulgaria.
okay. Bulgarians are always professional when it comes to drinking. Thank you very much, my brother.
Cheers.
Cheers.
The Beer Geek Madness Festival ended around about 11 o'clock midnight. Somehow we managed to get back to our hotel safely. I'm not sure how, because there was a lot of units of alcohol consumed that day. And of course, the very next day, when we had life back in us, we still had to discover the remaining craft beer places of Wroclaw, simply because I was obviously with the very bad influence of Nicky C, the Hackney Hop Hunter. A place like this is a bit of a pilgrimage, so I of course had to help him out, and we had to take in all of these lovely craft beer places and understand a little bit of the beer history to really understand this town. And I have to say, I really recommend this town. It is top notch when it comes to beer. Highly recommend it, but make sure you have some food along the way, otherwise you're really going to suffer. It's evening time and we are going to head to Svenica Keller because this is a continuation from the Beer Wars. Tell me all about this, Nick.
All right, yes. So yesterday we heard about the Wroclaw Beer Wars of 1380. We're going to Świdnica Keller, which is the brewery and restaurant in the basement of the town hall. Well, the beer that the city councilman that essentially had the monopoly on was Świdnica beer, brewed in Świdnica and then also contract brewed in the basement of this town hall. And we're led to believe you can still get the Świdnica beer in the town hall. So we're going to go and drink the beer that at the time of the Beer Wars was the only and official beer of Wroclaw, not to be confused with that naughty monastic beer that we were definitely not able to drink. So yeah, we're going to go to the Świdnica Keller and drink some Świdnica pivo.
Does this mean the beer was so bad that they wanted to start a war over it, or the beer was so good they wanted to start a war over it?
I think the answer is neither. So it was like, imagine only being able to drink one beer and having no choice. Even if that beer is really good, it might be nice to have another beer. I think the monastic beer from the Bishop's Island was pretty good and people got a taste for it. I guess it was just trying different things. And the Świdnica beer, by all accounts, was actually really good and very well thought of throughout Poland and surrounding places to Wroclaw. I don't think Świdnica pivo was bad. It's just people wanted to have another beer occasion.
Well, let's find out. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Look at this beautiful building. Look at this. Oh. Wow, look at this. Wow. We're going to go in here. That's what we're going to go for then. Let's just go for that.
Yeah.
So we're going to go for the this one, the historical.
Yeah, we have two of this.
Is it good?
Maybe it's historical beer.
Yeah.
It's wars were fought over it. Yes.
It's dark beer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Two. Yes, please. Half liter, big ones or small? What do you reckon? Might as well.
What, half litre?
Yeah, like a pint, right?
Okay. Yeah, half litre. Yeah.
Okay. English is in the middle.
Okay, thank you.
You can tell it's got a little bit chilly. I'm wearing my hat and a blanket, but can't be missed. I've got this beer that's hundreds and hundreds of years old. Wars were fought over this beer. Some didn't like it, some loved it. Who really knows? I like it.
Okay. Yeah, so this is the Pivo Schnitzer, the only beer that was legally allowed to be bought, sold, drunk, distributed in Wroclaw in the 14th century. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Historical Pivo. Cheers.
Thumbs up from Nikki C. Thumbs up.
So, Alexander has forgotten his camera here. That's why me, Olga, is taking charge of this part of vlog. I don't know, will it be in the final edit or not? But my name is Olga. I'm Ukrainian, and I have met Alexander and his friend Nick here while they were doing the tour in Wroclaw. Yes, I've come to them because I love British accent and I wanted to speak to guys. So yes, right now we've negotiated that they might come to Salvador bar to meet me and my friend probably, but right now I understand the likelihood of us meeting again is very high. What should I say? I should say that I'm really thankful. Here my Ukrainian accent comes. I am really thankful for meeting and speaking to those guys, because not everyone is so open as they are. And yes, what can I say? Something British. Cheers. So, I'm already in Salvador, waiting for Alexander and and Nick. This is Nastya. Nastya is my flatmate. Say,
London is the capital of Great Britain.
Yes, that's it. That's definitely it. So we've ordered really little drink, I would say. One little drink. And now we're all filming it. So, guys, waiting for you here. Hope to see you once again. The camera is really nice. It would be a bummer to lose it.
This is what happens when you forget your camera. I left my camera at the beer place, but these lovely ladies picked it up for me, so thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
You're absolutely welcome.
And this is a porn star martini?
Yep.
You want to taste?
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
This is one of the greatest bars in Wroclaw.
One of the greatest bars in Wroclaw. This is the place, just here. You guys should be.
Yeah, Salvador. Yeah, Salvador bar. Just come and check it.
There we go. Thank you very much, and thank you to this bartender for making it. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
just thank you. Yes.
Slightly taken by surprise there. What effectively happened, I'm vlogging about that beer, and then the next thing I know, we are being approached at the table because we speak English, which is strange. Had a beer, said, yes, good to meet you, and then I left my camera on the table. Me and Nikki C decided that we'd go off for a couple of drinks elsewhere, and by the time I realised I'd left my camera at the table, I'm thankful that the camera wasn't stolen. So at least we have this footage for everyone now to watch. Anyway, if you appreciate this video, you are more than welcome to join my postcard club. Every month I post a postcard to members of that postcard. Thank you for all the new members that have recently joined. And also, if you appreciate this, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video if I don't see you having a beer someplace. Until next time, keep progressing, and thank you, Wroclaw.